Edumienu abo apemu ebusuafo mamu nyina aha UTV so eni omemu ne mankodo so nsema yensa kane aboabo no ene ede ebremu ye nyina enim se enkapram to bre 12 o'clock ena osanke de kasebo no ebrem nanso se da ya kanu no ye di mfidie ene nkane na ye adwuma no nti to da bia na sintobi ebeba bia na mabomodin ede acheye yedamase semunyi wo TV no emfri UTV na moda so a etwen yakase boy midin ede Afia Adutwumwaa Morosa Africa sebo no emu ensem enie Nana Adutwumwaa Akufo-Addo Ghana mampanyi akasa de atodwa se MPP aban ase sika ewo Ghana fo ho esin aban bia omo abo Ghana fo eho kapapapa ni nyina ne se won pese Ghana ni bia da abrabom ekoyi.
We are going to go through the next 2 years, internal elections in our party, from polling station, electoral area, constituency executives, regional executives, national executive, and then parliamentary candidates, as well as finally the presidential candidate. Let us remember one thing. Every step that we take from now to 2024 is going to be decisive for whether we win in 2024 or not. Let's remember that the Ghanaian people are looking at us today and they'll be looking at us every step of the way until 2024. So the more discipline there is amongst us, the more unity there is amongst us, the better is our conduct, so is our chances of 2024. We cannot avoid competition. Competition there will be. But let that competition help the party and not hinder the party so that we can break the 8 in 2024. We're aware of the difficulties that our people are going through, largely inspired by the economic slowdown that came from the COVID. But we're not throwing our hands in despair. We're determined to come out of the situation. We have a program, the Ghana Cares About Tapa program. We follow that program, we will be coming out of our present situation and bring greater prosperity, stronger economy, and progress to our country. That is what is on the table for us. This government has spent more money on education, on health, on industry, agriculture. We have spent more money on improving the circumstances of our people in education, in health, in industry, in agriculture, in the digital economy than any government of the Fourth Republic. And I'm very proud that we've led the government that has brought this level of achievement to our country. So when you leave here, go with your shoulders and your head right in the sky. You belong to the party that produced the government that has been most diligent about supporting the welfare of the people of Ghana. No government in the Fourth Republic has our record of expenditures on social and economic transformation.
Yeche Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bamianso ede atu edwase abane di nhye gu akwanso wo begina so de asesa Ghana sikasem.
New Patriotic Party mechire MPP amanyoko no na wotwe awie ombepie mu ewo Kumase ewo Asante Mantema ha Heroes Park ewo Baba Yara Sports Stadium ena womo achitafo dodo na womo ka executives no constituencies 275 no omo nyina ebepie mu ewo honom a womo eye womo National Delegates Conference na mra Ghana mampanyini abedi akire onmonyamfo Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia kasa ena wo kire se wo hwe MPP amanyoko na Bia Ghana for ebeto aba ade ama no omampanyini bia wodi party no anim bia no oye adwuma ema Ghana for ankasa hu se yes ampa enipa no aye adwuma o kire se wo hwe NDC mretenti o mabedi ade no wo hwe mpuntodwuma betima boa Ghana for ama Ghana for atom no ebi eni ho ebi se wo mo de se bonkum na mmom MPP for de ebi ana kwan ni ho so kwan ben so na wo betima fa so a wo mo beye bibi ama nsakraye aba amanfo asetenam na wo hwe John John Ajekum Kufuor mra obedi ade ohwe mpuntudwuma oyeye eno na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo so atoa so abepem samre na ohwe eniyema bi te social interventions niyema bi abetima boa ama omo fom so etimedi yie no omo eboa ama Ghana fo nyina asetenam asi akoso no eyade a MPP edi muntintiman pa.
The changes we are making as a party in government are historic, and we are building on the distinguished legacy of President J. Kufuor. Ours is a government that is thinking outside the box to transform Ghana. Under the leadership of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, for the first time in our history, Ghana has successfully issued a digital national ID card. For the first time in our history, about 88% of all the NCA licensed fiber optic investment that we have in Ghana, total investment of all of that, 88% of that was undertaken under the government of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. For the first time in our history, Ghana has mobile money interoperability. The people may take this for granted, but when we came into office, the NDC was trying to implement this for $1.2 billion. We spent $4.5 million to implement mobile money interoperability. And by implementing mobile money interoperability, we have been able to create a digital economy. Total mobile money transactions in 2016 was 78 billion. By the end of this year, mobile money transactions will hit about 800 billion.
General Secretary Edema MPP Amanyoku Owura John Bodu so ekasa na osre Ghana for say abre bia MPP eba bedi ade no omo ho to omo send this base ekim no ma say bibia nti osre Ghana for say 2024 general elections no omo emwa se de be ya MPP ebetima tra abem.
Nowhere in the constitution of Ghana does it say that a party that is performing well should be changed after 8 years. It is rather the president leading the party. So a president who performs well must leave after 8 years, but the party can continue with a new president to consolidate the good policies and present a fresh eye and vision. That is what informs the MPP desire to break the 8. The MPP believes strongly that after 8 elections and 2 rotations between MPP and NDC, Ghana would want an MPP government to continue to deliver on the policies and programs that are gradually changing this nation for the better. We are humbly counting on Ghanaians to sustain the MPP in power after 2024 by voting massively to endorse the best of our policies and grant our new leader the opportunity to carry the torch of progress forward.
Vice Chancellor Emma University of Cape Coast one Professor Johnson Nyako Bwampon wakasa dia to dwate suapon nsase no say binum agina wontumi so agye aboso ababetenatena so wey amasuapon ho bambo aye security aye jegu ho a wasa na Danko Akufo-Addo say wonhwe na omo awo no.
The university land was acquired by government by executive instruments and compensations were paid. But over the years, the university had challenges with the community. And much as the university is the economic backbone of Cape Coast, the activities of the communities are affecting the university considerably. We have theft cases, robbery, and the students are unsafe on campus. And because we do not have enough residential facilities for them, most of them are also living in the communities. We have had challenges, sometimes the communities protesting when we even want to construct wall to safeguard some of the areas that are prone to flooding. We are able to admit less than 50% of students who apply to the university. And it is our aim to actually provide facilities for students, for more students to get admission into the university, especially this time that, Your Excellency, your policy of free SHS has opened the way for more graduates from the senior high school to get into the university. We expect to increase intake, but we are limited because of the residential facilities. And then when you attended the special congregation that was organized in your honor, we appeal to you to support us to build a residential facility that can take about 5,500 students.
Universities, we have now seen that it's a major achievement for the country. So we have every reason to take a strong stand to protect your lands. But I think that this discussion is important, and it will give us an opening as to how to go. I would have thought that a town like Cape Coast, which has a very rich history of education, the richest in our country, would treasure having a major university in its environs rather than be undermining it. I'm very surprised to hear this story, but there it is. Things change, times change, so we need to advance it. But it is something that I'm going to keep an eye on myself directly, having been brought to up with this. And the Minister for the Interior, the Minister for Lands, the Education Minister are going to work in sync to make sure that no further damage is occurred. And then what specific measures have to be taken to satisfy the balance of those who have not been compensated should go ahead and be done.
Council for Scientific and Industrial Research for Enya Bedra Council be a mumpanyfo ye aduonu baako enam so amampanyfo ayamamre adan wonmadi.
Ufa legumes beans say bambara beans so say what do you call it soya beans so any de o nyina no ebi wa brochire de na nso nye ni nyina na obedua na Ghana ha ebe yi enti CSI for no no mo yan hwehwemu nse we yield no any pest na said the insin cracking tem ema unlusu nse soya no etumi shata na untumi nsesa ni nyina no san hwehwemu no na yedi ma farmers no. But of course we have to use our Greek extension officers. Most of the people are not more surrounding me. Our Greek extension officers na me yadi. Na me friend collaboration no. I know the omunya no more. O fa ba yire say ya omu wo ekwan ya omu to multiply minim sesrim omu use. But Ghana for nye aware of all this. So anti-vine technology omu use no potato. Santum. But vine technology nso mutuma use no bayire. Nti na me say omu Ghana for nyina ente. Na ye scientists na ye. Na nya no nko. Ye si adan ya bricks kra ye wo kwan bia ehun odin aye no di si dan ya efe. Oko Fumesa ewo Ashanti Regional Building and Road Research Institute omoye. Nti sa nimdie ne nhwehwemu omo hu ni nyina no. Se Ghana for omu na di no mo nte.
Aban kwantumi mboa yen isikasem na ehadwe because yen ye lab ye research sika ben na de be sa lab de sa research we so aban twa yen ka na so nyoma bi o ha o se bomodin yankasa yetumi ye ne sika firi so uche sika ye spend na yi a sesia no ne mu miensa ya yetumi pe ye di sie no so se ye kwa second term yebetumi apre enya atrase bebo ho be no ho na tese yehia futu sika biara ne akasa yetumi afie yi o sense yetumi bomodin na enoma ye no ye ni ankwanku especially ankwanku a ye kan say private sector aye adwuma because omo na ye di enoma be ebenya no ye di be ma omo na omo so ade atudwa.
Nyami Aduma 2022 obayen sisan kakra e wo Ghana amemo mra no emu na no na National Commission for Civic Education payinfo de atudwa se ese fata se eja wonom ebode room mu odene ema omanfo nkyerkyere e wo ho.
Here core mandate or constitution no more. Osanwo here NCC statute no more. Title here of a constitution no more. yɛna yɛkyerɛ principles and objectives of the constitution yɛna yɛkyerɛ mesi amanfoɔ dɛ wɔbɔ constitution no ho ban mo biara nyɛ biribi a ɔtia constitution no anti yɛn dwumadzi a ɔfa constitution ho ɔso papa yɛbɛpɛ dɛ as the institution a one mandate yɛn dɛ yɛn education on constitution and bibiara offer constitutional reform and yes can near fanyim panya ka ho near one ye bibia nationally inclusive biara otumachire na adwen constitutional reform commission one report na den sika pi kom nkofo pi so kire ho adwen ye bepede ye beboy da mansami do na Ghana for after 10 years and yet shred baby ye pede ye ko the reforms here ye more hen kase abrokwana do na ye befa ye ze beye wana no there wo boa madama reforms ye na titu Ghana ni biara so wa kire na adwen ye befa through stakeholders, through associations, professional groupings, faith-based organizations, traditional authorities. Parent Chanadrin na from 2022 kwana yabafada yazabeye constitutional reforms.
Kokro Charity Foundation no at the incubators mienu akwache chebi aban ayasabiano.
Eye chairman general Kwame Sefa kan eni swade huni se obatan bia ebekọ awo so no obewo afa no ho afa ne ba na enkoba se bibi nti no obatan ebekọ awo so na obebefi na ne ba enka no ho sani swade hunu yinti na chairman general edi incubators mienu anebo eso $20,000 akoma Chebi government hospital wo poema ntamu se wonje na obatan bi eba awo so na ehu ekohia se ewo se wode abofra no to incubator ma ya afidie mu ansa na abofra no anya ne tiri adidi mu a waye ne sa na wo kire mu se eye KGL ne bo musika fom ema wonsa etumi ka samfidie na nyanyina mu no wode to wona wonsam ewo bianim se wonhwe na ne KGL aye no ne watumi age mofra dodo na nkwa ewo my Ghana mu.
Today we're happy to say that we're here at the Chebi Government Hospital where we've done 2 presentations of 2 incubators, and that makes our total of 39. And as I mentioned earlier, each is $10,000. But for this particular presentation, I want to say a very big thank you to KGL Limited. As you see, we are repping KGL Limited. KGL Limited provided the funds for us to do these 2 over here. So we say a very big thank you to KGL Foundation for making this possible. And our target was to do 40 by the end of the year. We've done 39. It's not bad. We've managed. And so going into next year, we're hoping that depending on how we get sponsorship, depending on how people respond to it, we probably can do maybe another 40. Hopefully, and slowly we'll get to our figure of 100, and then Kokroko Charities would wrap up on the incubator project. So far, this is where we are.
Openyina wono ene gina yaresabia no anamu agimfidie ene Dr. Richard Nida Kudodu or a medical superintendent at the Chebi Government Hospital. And some say eno di tu jawa bra impinfo edani fidie edishenisa.
In fact, it is good news for us. So we have the incubators now. So going forward, we can now take care of premature babies. We have the expertise. We have 2 pediatric nurses here. We're in the process of training more nurses to be able to handle them to work in the NICU. And as you can see around, there's some construction going on. And in that construction, we are going to get a 10-bed NICU. Yes, with also with state-of-the-art facilities. So these 2, in addition, we are going to make it 12 beds. And right now, in fact, we can even get referrals from nearby hospitals who don't have NICUs, properly set up NICUs, when they have premature babies. And we can also release some of the burden on the regional hospital.
Abankrachi panyin owo Ayawasu West Kropon Assembly ni mu ononyamfo Sandra Owusu Ahenkra wakasa de atudwa se hia lorry station Ayawasu West Municipal Assembly no ene adrobafo bo atwede ya wo ho no wo se asase no ya asase bi omoje tu ho se wo mo de be bus terminal.
Ayawaso West Municipal Assembly enanu ukwade eko Shiashi bus stop senko kwa kohwe no demolition exercise na ko ndwumadie bi no waye ewa asase ne so na eno na driver fo no na mate fo ye adwuma ewa asase ne so no aposifo na nko ba behwe amadwumadie no etima kototen no edi bo ni a wo chirim se enya de obema ho kwan ema obia aba bedi dwuma ewa asase a eho eye bus stop eho ena odi won dwuma Nsentwerefo ebopia abanka chipanyina wono ene damansine no ano odemunyamfo Sandra Wusu ahenkra ene wo kyirimu se woni ahyenkafo ne wono wo asase ne so nyina sinkonwa atoato adwen aka kyerɛ wo se oba bedi dwuma bi ewa asase ne so enti obia emfiri so nanso enya de wode na asɛm ɛyɛ asɛm na emom onyambre emfa mo bi ma sanse contractor no wone no akɔnhyehyɛ wie wo se wo firi ase na wo hyɛ ne dwumadi ase
project ke started dada but yeah, and madam, my time kakwa, and Easter, and Christmas, and a season way, it's a Juma, so boah, and your man, into near Lawium, Brunya, Nabunya trim, Easter, yes, answer na project, no, a quite tree. I was blockade the residents the access to these developments. Into me, yes, sir. You pimpun to a Juma, and also near the ABCA. It's a stakeholders engagement, a coso. Now, one year registered Nintino, one your margin say, BB the baby on bed, on Mubesum. See, engage you on my, then 3 other unions. I recognized by the assembly. One way to me assigning, am I young at Tiasia, am I young Cassiacopa baby, am I one my duomoko. Now, more than 1 year registered, Mum se monko. And I hold it, or must that shame. And they are daring the assembly. And yes, son, we are there for them, they are there for us. As one dino, and you not near use of police force. Near use of police force and say, ye pese a Juman a coso, near assembly as I say. As I no, ya on your plan, ye the whole assembly, see and find ye bus terminal, a year lands commission in Sawaso. Even se kebi or was assembly, it's here. For your paperwork, you're in Nama, a so a government land. Na info, ne tremono, one no more year say, Yabo Massaso, a one no more per se a day, a bus terminal. Into weighing and any endrasemo. It's been there for ages.
I may walk on. What I can make this, I relocate me. She may name me to Bonica and I made dispute assembly, no me sign MOU, assembly a bandame, or I made assembly liame. She made you know assembly. Wa ma wokati se efiem na pakashi ta frache ni ye bia de nche atuni agbeko na o te fete nye show bia nye ya new requestion na kian me nya dwa me windscreen nye fiti ame ties ke ni bi ye ejini nkpapa ni lo sano o ta frache Ghana wo bemla ye mla ke chuni o kambuko ke mla we de minister ni mla ke la fi sani mla ke la ye
Tachima Kropono Prosipanyi Police Commander Awani DSP Emmanuel Ofori ade ato amansan nyina enim say wo bia emwo aprosi force de beya baby a wudifo akromfa wemfa mamoyefo ehye no obetumi acheche wono
Strenya nkopon say omo ye ho ban no mfa nyina enwura afufu na ba se ye dwuma ye mu no so mesre o manfo se ye bedi ebronya ya na nipa bebre ba krom nipa bebre na omo ba krom no bi o ho a omo ye abonefo omo ebeye anyamra sem nti mesre se o manfo mo money na ho na omo nya information bi aso a omo ma ya so nti police de ya dwuma no ebetum pon a information ye hia na yeso ye dia boa or mindful ye can be say security is a shared responsibility say police ye o ma famu de say o man for so ye o mo so famu de because say o man for no anti information o mo information na so o man kan chan ya ye ntimi so active nti e besre say a man for more money na ho no munya information bia omo mfre na you better respond immediately the touch bi mu so em say covid no so e wo ho nti mestra man for say omo they should adhere to the protocols, most especially wearing of nose masks and say I think the fourth wave, ain't me taken by surprise. The message will be and say nose mask,
Ausianfo ye twa ye ho abasesia. awie abusuafo na eha na mre eme kwan ama pramture kasebo e wo UTV so e wo enkran abeka junction de nyina asie na meka musematade efise West Closet owo odoko traffic lights teknonia na se wa nebronye wakofa de ma bibra baninti ko hoy na koye wo shopping ana metinu so Living God Salon Asantua ena eyeye ne number 0244829682 0244829682 yeda aboafo ni na asimidin e de Afia Adutwumwaa Morosa yeda mase emamomo enisha enyado